So what really is the difference between your modern driver and your old school 1910 driver? I think I'm going to try and find out. So we're going to get on the TrackMan. We're going to have a go on some different clubs. And one of the clubs I'm going to get us to have a look at, if I just flip this round, you'll be able to have a quick look and see what the sort of clubs we're going to be using. So it's these boys here that we're going to be using. So let's get you on TrackMan and have a look and see what's going on. Right, so our first one is this driver here. So looking at it, if you have a look at the face, you can see the face isn't particularly good. It looks like someone's had a hacksaw on that very early on and making the grooves in a meshed pattern. It's an old persimmon wood. In fact, I probably don't think this is persimmon. It looks a little bit like oak. And if you look at the back of the club, this grey portal in the back here is actually lead. They used to melt lead and pour it in to try and give the club weight. This is the sole plate, and this little hole here is where the shaft runs through the entire club and pops itself out this end here. So although this looks like a hickory shaft, this is actually one of the very first metal shafts that have been painted to look like hickory. It of course has the old leather grip. So let's give this a hit and let's see how we get on. Right, so we've hit the ball and this is what we've caught with. So this is the hickory shaft. It's me swinging. Club head speed 100 miles an hour. Carry distance of 282 or 218.2 and a total distance of 255 yards or 0.1 yards with 1 foot right curve. So perfectly straight. If you look at the top picture on the right hand side, this one just here, we can see that this the flight is very flat and very low. Not an awful lot of spin happening on that golf ball, which would be perfect in the links weather. Nice and windy, keep the ball low. So let's grab the Rogue driver out from Callaway and give that a try and see what the modern equipment does to the flight. So here's the Rogue driver, just about to be struck, winding up. The club is significantly longer. It's about 4 inches longer than the wooden club we just used. Therefore, the club head speed is significantly greater. It's a lightweight graphite shaft, lightweight graphite crown. So the club head speed is now 105.5 miles an hour. The carry distance is now 280 or 279.7 with a total distance of 305. What you'll notice is the club is going a lot higher in its flight, but it's still pretty straight. 23 feet right with the curve. So there's still a little bit of curve there, but the distance is significantly greater due to the club head speed and the technology of the golf club itself. So having hit those couple of shots there and seeing the difference between the two clubs, it's significantly different. It's so much easier. So you have to give respect to the guys who played the golf in the 40s, 50s, 60s. Getting around a golf course with golf clubs like that, it's not easy. You have to be able to manipulate the club, the ball, move it through the air in different directions. The ball doesn't fly anywhere near as far, so everything's significantly reduced in length. So it is significantly more difficult. I think the main difference I found with those clubs is that there's only one shaft. I mean, modern equipment has 60, 70, 80, 90, a million different shafts you can put in a golf club. The engine of the club itself. But with these modern, well, the old wooden clubs, they had one shaft. It was a whippy metal shaft that wasn't particularly easy to control. So these guys playing to an extremely high standard back in the day, they were proper golfers.